In-game football trading on Betfair. Today I'm going to talk about a strategy I've used to build an account. It's quite high risk. The warning basically is don't do it because there's a big risk of losing a lot of money. It's high risk, high reward. On a decent football match you'll be able to put 300, 400, 500 up to £1,000, have that absorbed quickly, and trade both sides for a couple of ticks, one tick, two ticks. The danger is that if there's a goal that goes against you, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to lose maybe up to 80, depending on how what's going on. You may lose up to 80% of that, but you may gain about 80% of it, or maybe slightly less, maybe 60%. So there's a big risk unless you are, if you are even vaguely risk averse, then you're going to have, your heart is going to be in your mouth when the market suspends. You are advised to watch the game while you are trading, so you know which end the ball is in, because this is going to be going on 60 minutes to until 80 minutes into the game, so obviously second half. The reason why I choose this is because by that time it seems that the game is usually pretty much decided. Yeah, and yes, anything can happen, but I found that if a game is 0-0 or 1-1 in the 60th minute, there's a good chance that nothing much is going to happen for the next 20 minutes. That's what I've seen in the past, and I've used this. The problem is that goals can be scored. Sometimes they are in your favour, in which case you make more than you planned to, and other times it can go against you. So it is a high risk but a high reward strategy I'm going to explain to you. Also, only obviously do it on low scoring games, because if you've got a game where it's 5-all, that means that people are letting in goals all the time. The other thing is, don't do this towards the last 5 minutes of the game, because players get tired, mistakes happen, you get a red card or something. Speaking of which, if there is a red card in either direction in your favour or a goal, get out. You've got to get out, because things can change. Especially if there's a goal, then obviously the other team, the team that's conceded the goal, will have control of the ball again, and there is a slightly better chance that they're going to score a goal back, so you'll miss out. Don't hold. Oh no, actually I'll tell you. So what I do is in the 60th to 80th minute, and if you look at what you'll see is the odds will move upwards if it's 0-0 or 1-1, and they'll continue moving upwards. And so I'll place orders or offers, whatever you call it. In this case, I'll put it at 4.0 on Lyon, and see if the market takes. I mean, this is quite a slow market. Just to give you an idea, I've recorded another market where there's a lot more money and it moves much quicker. So you can dump £300-400 up to £1,000 on the ladder, and it would be absorbed quickly, and you'll get matched on the other side. So you set it so that you go for 1 or 2 ticks. I mean, if I was to trade Lyon, the Lyon ladder, then I would only put, say, maybe £100 on there, and I'll wait for that to be absorbed and have the tick offset set to 1, because it's a fairly tight market. So you can see that if I had put it at 4.1, it will appear on the other side after 8 seconds, and it would be absorbed, the money. Now you can see there's a gap that's opened up, so you could go from 4.1 to 4.3 and you take 2 ticks profit. And just watch the game. I'm just going to comment, ramble as usual, I'm afraid. I should really entitle this, in fact I will, Ramblings of a Trader part 2. Okay, so you can see what's happening is that as the market, because it's 0-0, or is it 1-1? No, it's 0-0 this game. As the market well, as the time goes on, the odds increase because there's a less and less chance of either team winning. So you can scalp this. In theory, you could say, well, why not hold? Just go in and hold for that time, but then you're open to any goals coming against you. With this, you can at least you're sensing the market. So as you can see, the market's building up on the lay side because the other team is pushing against Lyon. So there may be a corner, for instance, and that's why. Because there's more chance of Lyon losing, so you get a feel for that. And if you were to just open a position and hold it, well, you know what happens. You're gonna overall over 1,000 games, you're gonna lose. You're gonna you're gonna break even, less commission. So unless you fancy giving Betfair all your money, you're better off trading rather than just betting on an outcome for 20 minutes. Excuse my sniffing, I've got a slight cold. So I mean, here you could put a layoff at 4.3, see if it gets absorbed, and then if it doesn't get absorbed, it'll appear at maybe 4.4, 4.5. You could take a little bit of a risk and have it so it appears at 4.5, and then as the market continues to go upwards, people will be putting more lay bets, and that will your money be taken. You see someone's just dumped £300, so that your money would have been taken. It would then appear 4.4, 4.5, and you wait a couple of seconds, and 8 seconds, that's the time it takes, and your money will be absorbed over time. So you can also do it on the other side. Obviously, you can trade both ladders. One other thing is, for this market, I forgot to mention, I also choose markets where the odds are roughly equal. So both will have started at around 2.3 to 2.6, before at the kickoff. So according to the odds, they're fairly equal teams, and a 0-0 result, 0-0 currently would suggest that they are finding it difficult to score. So you can get a feel for the game just watching how the odds ebb and flow, because although it's going up on both sides, as the money builds up on the right side of each ladder, you know that team is pushing, or they've got a